Hi there, Jack here from Bridge Coffee Roasters. Today I'm with the F18 espresso machine by Sanremo, and I'm going to show you how to get into the main system settings of the machine and show you a few different button shortcuts that you might need to know about during daily use. So most of the features, functions and settings of the F18 are found within the main system settings menu. To get into that, it's really easy. Just hold down this middle button with 3 lines for a few seconds. And that'll take you to the main settings of the machine. And we've got 2 different screens with a few different features available. Here we've got an automatic on and off timer, and you can use this to get the machine to turn on before you even arrive in the morning and to turn off at a specific time as well. In the bottom left, we've got your shot counters, and that will tell you how many times each button has been pressed and how many coffees this machine has brewed. And that will show you all of the shot buttons across all of the group heads as well, and you can reset the numbers down there. On the top right, we've got access to the machine LEDs, where you can turn on and off the barista lights. We've also got our cup warmer here, which you can turn on and off and adjust anywhere between 40 and 80 degrees. We've also got an automatic back flush cleaning cycle there, which I won't start now, but at the end of the day, when you're ready to close down the machine, load up your cleaning powder into the portafilters and hit the cycle, and it'll take care of it for you. Across the second page at the top, we've got our alarms. So if you notice anything wrong with the machine or something's not functioning properly, checking the alarms will show you exactly what is wrong with the machine, so you can tell your supplier over the phone before they even need to come and visit and speed up the repair. On the top right, we've got our group head temperature. So currently it's set to 93 degrees on group head 1 and 93 also on group head 2. These can be adjusted independently up and down by 0.1 of a degree, so you can have different temperatures for each group head. Once you've set your new temperature, hit the tick and the group head will then slowly adjust. The F18 also offers a pre-infusion mode, which you can access here, and you can turn that on and off for each group head independently and set the number of seconds that you want for pre-infusion for each of your buttons. And to the bottom right, we also have our coffee dose programs. So in this menu, you can adjust all of your doses up and down by the milliliter. So for each group head, you have 4 different shots available, and these can all be programmed independently of each other. The F18 uses volumetric dosing, so the amount of milliliters here refer to the amount of water going through the puck rather than the amount of finished espresso in the cup. So outside of the settings menu, there's a couple of other button shortcuts that you might need to know about. If you find randomly that one of your group heads has turned off and you're not entirely sure how to turn it back on, simply hold down the manual shot button and press button 3. And that will switch that group head off completely without affecting any of the other group heads or the machine itself. And to switch it back on, it's the exact same process. So if you're getting towards the end of your shift and you want to slowly start cleaning the machine, you can perform a back flush cycle on one of the group heads and then just switch it off, letting everyone else know that they shouldn't use that until the next day. Speaking of back flushing, obviously there's an automatic cleaning cycle in the main systems menu that will start a back flush cycle for the entire machine. But if you did want to clean and close down the group heads one at a time, you can perform a back flush just on one group head. Simply hold down the manual purge button and press button 1, and that will start a back flush cycle just on that one group head. You'll see the lights flashing, and if you want to cancel that at any time, just press any of the buttons. So the main way that you can adjust your coffee dose programs is in the settings menu, but there is also a second way of adjusting your coffee doses, and that will let you perform a brew manually using a scale underneath, and then record and save that shot across the same button on all group heads. So to get into that mode, simply hold down the manual brew button on the left-hand side group head. That'll take a few seconds and then you'll see the lights start to flash. At this point, you can put a scale underneath your cup with coffee in the portafilter, and you can press any of the dose settings to start recording a dose for that program. Once you've set the dose, it will then copy across to all of the group heads, and after 30 seconds, the lights will stop flashing and you can start brewing as normal. There is one more menu that you might want to know about to give you access to some of the more general settings of the machine. To get into this menu, you'll first need to turn the machine off in the settings. So hold down the middle button with 3 lines and then press the power off button. Turn off machine, are you sure? Press yes. Once the machine is in standby mode, you'll have the power button here to turn it back on. Hold down this button on the left-hand side to access the general settings menu. The password from manufacturer should be 33333. Now that you're in the general settings menu, you can tap the user icon, and here you can change the language of the machine. You can set the date, the time, the day of the week, and you can enable a cooling mode as well. You can also change the password if you wish, but we do generally recommend leaving it at the manufacturer's original password. So that was all of the settings that you'll need to know for the F18 by Sanremo. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.